What is the 0-point alignment system on the EufyMake E1? What is it? Why would you want to use it? And how do you set it up? That's what I'm going to explain in this video. So first off, what is 0-point alignment? Well, currently in the EufyMake E1 system, there are two ways you can do your alignment for printing on your bed. There is the snapshot view and there is 0-point alignment. You're probably already familiar with the snapshot view. It's where you take a snapshot in the software and it will use the onboard camera to take a picture of your print bed. It will then display in the software and then you can drag and drop your images or your project onto the objects in that studio snapshot. And in the latest version of the EufyMake Studio, they've introduced a feature which is called object cropping or smart object, something like that. But what that allows you to do is it will automatically detect objects on the print bed in that snapshot mode. And then when you drag and drop those images in, it will actually automatically crop, center, and resize to those objects on the bed, which is really cool because when you have multiple of the same object, maybe like a coaster like this, if you had multiple of those on your bed, you can drag it into one of those objects and then hit batch. No matter the orientation or the rotation, etc., it will batch over all those objects on the print bed exactly. So that's a really cool feature, but Snapshot isn't always the best one to use, especially in some situations, which is the next part. Why would you want to use 0-point alignment? Well, I have one example why right here. This I just got. It is the ultimate jig from Wham Bam Systems. This is a jig system that is compatible with the E1, and there's a problem with it in that when you use snapshot mode, unfortunately, you can't use that smart object detection because of the color of these beds. I'll have to go into more detail in a future video when I do a video on this, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can check that video out when it's released. And I'll explain all the details why the snapshot view and the smart object detection is not suitable for that system. But that's where 0-point alignment comes in, because another reason why you might want to use it is because of the very nature of the snapshot view itself. As you're aware, there is an onboard camera that basically takes a photograph of the bed in the system. And the problem with that is that on those outer edges of the bed, that snapshot is going to have some distortion. And that's just the nature of camera lenses. It's super accurate in the middle, but then as it spreads out towards the outsides, it starts to create some distortion. And the system and the software tries to compensate for that, but it's not always going to be exact, especially if you're trying to do multiple objects and you need them really, really precise. That's where 0-point alignment can help you. The basic premise of 0-point alignment is if you take a look at your bed, there is a very small little corner here in green. This is basically acting as a 0 point. And then from there, you'll actually see measurements starting from that point. So this is 0, and you have two axes of directions, X and Y, and you have 1, 2, 3 all the way to 8, and 1, 2, 3 all the way to 33. So what the system is doing and what it is trying to do is calibrate where exactly that 0 point is, so that when the bed goes in and we can put our objects in there, especially with a system like this jig system, which you can use accurate measurements to, you can then put in your objects, know the exact dimensions of those objects from that 0 orientation, and then have perfect prints across the whole board. And that's even more useful when you do it on this big board as well, because this also has 0 alignment capability. Okay, so now you know what 0 alignment is and you know why you might want to use it. Let's show you how to actually set it up. So the first thing you want is, of course, we're going to do the small bed to start with. So make sure that's installed, it's locked off, it's all installed correctly. We can close the door, and then we'll go over to the EufyMake Studio software. In the EufyMake Studio software, you'll want to go over to your device page, and in the right-hand side, you'll see calibration. You can click on that. You'll see camera calibration, which you should have done when you started your initial calibration. 0 point is kind of an additional calibration you do afterwards, which we're doing now. So we click on 0-point calibration. It will give you a brief description of what to do, so you can have a quick read of that, but we'll just proceed with this video as well. This description is basically just saying that it is trying to adjust the 00 point of the system software with that corner of the print mat. It says to run the auto calibration first, which should provide a 1mm accuracy, but then for even higher precision, we can proceed with the offset calibration afterwards. So we're going to go next. Before we start, we want to make sure that the mat is flat and free of objects and that the four corners are visible. It says that you'll want to make sure there is no ink residue on the mat. So it is best to either do this with a new mat if yours is particularly dirty with prints on it already, or in my suggestion, do it as soon as you get the machine so it's calibrated from the start. We can then go to Start Auto Calibration. And it says this should take about 1 to 2 minutes to do. I believe what it's doing is it is using the camera on board to find that 00 point. It's trying to do its own compensation to make sure it can find and align that correctly. That is done now, and it is asking us if we want to go into the next stage for the offset calibration for even higher precision. So why not? Let's try and make this the best we can. So we click on offset calibration. It says that it's going to print a small corner, and then we can measure that from the 00 point that it should be, and we can enter in those details, and that will precisely align it where it should be. So you can do this. You could put some paper in and let it print on top of that. I'm not too fussed because I'm going to be using the jig system later on, and if I ever need to, I could just replace this mat. So I'm just going to let it print on top of that. It's not going to use a huge amount of ink or anything anyway. So we hit on start and it's going to do that. It says it will take about 3 to 5 minutes to complete. So let's jump forward and then we'll take a look at that. Okay, that is done, and it's printed a little mark just in the corner here. And it says that it's printed the calibration mark 10 by 10 from the 00 corner. And you then need to measure it. So I recommend just getting a small ruler like this and just checking that it is actually 10 by 10 away from that corner. So we will take a look. And when I'm looking at this, it is pretty much spot on. 10mm that direction, 10mm that direction. If it doesn't print clearly, there is an option here to reprint, so you can just put that through, print over the same spot again, try and make it more clear for you, but that's fine for me. It is actually a tiny bit of ink too, so even if you're worried about getting ink on your mat, that is such a negligible amount. And there's nothing I need to change in here, so it's 10 by 10. I can just click on confirm, and it says the 0-point calibration is complete, and I can say okay. All right, now let's do the big bed. Let's swap that over, and we'll do the same process. I've installed the big bed, and I remember I've actually done a recent print on this in a big canvas, and it's got quite a lot of white around the edge. So we're just going to see how that affects things, hopefully not too badly. And so back in the software again, we're going to go to 0-point calibration. We're going to go next and start auto calibration. So even though it did show the small bed in that auto calibration screen, it looks like it is working because it's moving through and taking those snapshots as it normally does with the A3 bed. The auto calibration is done. Let's go to the offset calibration mode, and same thing, it's just asking us to print a small corner. We say yes to that, and that should only take about 3 to 5 minutes to complete. So let's do that and see the results. Now that print is complete, and if I take my ruler here, I can see again that is 10 by 10 exactly, no calibration needed. Now obviously if that was off, it was maybe 12 mil or 13, whatever it is, then you'd go into the software and actually say like, no, this is 13 mils in that direction and maybe 10 mils in the other direction, or whatever it is, and then that will compensate for that 00 point. So in my case, it's fine. I just go to confirm and I go okay. So you might be wondering now, how do you use the 0-point alignment? Well, I might make another video in the future to do that detail in process, especially with the ultimate jig, because that's where it can really shine. But just to give you a quick demonstration, if we go back into our software and we start a new project, and in the project, we'll just drag in an element, maybe this teacup, we'll drag that in, make it nice and large. There we go. We can go back. And so what we're looking at here is in our print alignment. If you click on that little question mark, it will give you an introduction to the camera alignment and the 0 point alignment. So I recommend having a read through that. And something else that it mentions that the 0 point alignment is really good for is for tall objects, because when you get something really tall, that camera can't really get out to those outer edges. And so using 0 point can just be a good way to align your work instead. So in that print alignment on the right-hand panel, instead of camera and doing a snapshot, you can completely ignore that part. You can just go to 0 point and you'll get an image of what your bed looks like. And we can see this bottom corner is where our 0 point is. So this point here should align directly with this point here. And if you have a jig system that allows you to measure something from that 0, 0 in your X and Y, say you're doing something and you know the center is exactly 100 in this direction and 100 in that direction, and that's the center of whatever object you're printing on, maybe this. So we can measure that out and say it is 100 to here and 100 to here, and we know exactly that middle point is 100, 100 away from the 0, 0, then we can also move this to a point that is exactly 100 by 100 away from that 0, 0 as well. For example, we could say 100 by 100. And we know this corner is now exactly 100 by 100 away from the 0, 0 point. Now, to make that even a better example, we could change the width of this object to 100 by 100. And we're going to disable the link just so it's a square object. And now we're going to move this object 50 by 50. So what I'm doing there is I'm making an object that is 100 by 100 square, say it's maybe this object right here, and I'm moving it because it goes from that bottom right-hand corner 50 by 50. So we're using half of the object and moving it half the distance. So therefore my theory is correct. The exact middle would be 100 by 100 away from here. So another way you could do this, say we measure this out exactly. So we know this is 70 by 50, and we'll put our object in there. So it is 50 width, 70 high. That's basically the size of our little coaster. And we want to move this. Let's make it 50 from the bottom, and then we're going to move it 50 from the side. Just get that alignment. So we know that corner is exactly 50 by 50 away, that bottom right-hand corner. So we're going to move this position 50, 50. And therefore, if I print this, it should be exactly on top of that. Should we give it a go? Let's try it. Let's give this a try. It looks like it's all squared. I'm going to print this, see if it works. So we're going to go white plus CMYK. I'm going to hit print. It's going to do its laser measuring process. Let's see what happens. I'm going to make the sacrifice for the team here and see if my theory is correct. We'll let that print. It'll probably take a couple of minutes and then we'll come back, see if I'm a success or a failure. And check that out. Pretty much exactly spot on. Just over a little bit to the side, but I'll put that down to not using a proper jig setting and just quickly measuring that myself. Like if I had taken my time properly, I could see that could have gone over just 1 mil more and probably fix that error up. I've got a slight bit of print on the bed there, a slight bit on there, but the majority of the image, it worked. Like I said, you can orientate exactly to that corner. You'll know where it is. And if you're using a jig system and you had them perfectly aligned, like this thing right here, which I'll show you in an upcoming video, you could know exactly where to print, set them all up across the bed and not worry about that camera distorting on those outer objects. So I hope this video has been helpful to you. I hope it helps you with your 0 point alignment on the EufyMake E1. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments. Let me know. I'll try and help you out. But if you found value in this video, then please consider subscribing to the channel, and thanks for watching.